Welcome to my channel today, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be reading the book Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. So please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and for more videos like this, watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff, my youngest son's channel, Henry's Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Kristen. Now let's dive into the video. Move, cat. Get out of my bedroom. Stop tearing stuff up. Go. Go. You too. Let's go. Not working the way I want it to. Okay. Prologue. At the crisp, inky hour of midnight, Jack and I are married atop Sparrow Hill in the Dust Door Cemetery. Wind stirs the bone-dry leaves, and Jack takes my soft ragdoll hands in his. The coolness of his fingers calming the flutter rippling across my stitched seams. The mayor stands broad-chested before us, officiating the ceremony, his face altering between corkscrew-eyed electrician and pale ghostly tears, ghastly tears, while we speak our vows to each other. In the grass custom of ancient wedding eulogies, the moon is a bloody red in the sky, a good omen, and a wilted lavender flower plucked from a patch of poison ivy set at the far end of Halloween Town. And looked just behind my is tucked just behind my left ear. A custom that ensures a long, deadful life. I squeezed Jack's hands tighter. His black tuxedo tows away in the cold night air. Why my dress, stitched from a scrap of black spinster lace, sewn myself the night before, bellows like a ghost in the breeze, cautiously as my gaze flits to the crowd, where I can feel the cold, spiteful eyes of Dr. Frankenstein watching me from the front row, mouth quivering with fury now that I am finally escaping him once and for all. I am no longer your creation, I think, words knitted in my chest. It seemed unimaginable that barely a year ago I feared I might spend my life trapped in Dr. Frankenstein's lab, fated to only ever watch Jack from afar, loving him but certain he would never know the ache I felt whenever he looked my way. But after Jack tried to steal Christmas from Sandy Claus, after he nearly died venturing to the human world to deliver a blind presents on Christmas Eve, with Zero leading his sleigh of skeleton reindeer, a plan I sensed was doomed from the start. I knew I couldn't spend my life without him. I knew I wouldn't waste another night under a dark, snow-flecked sky. Jack and I walked out to the cemetery, his moon hollow eyes sinkingly into mine. And at last, after a lifetime of loving him from afar, my ragdoll heart aching to know what it would be, what it would feel like if he ever loved me back. We shared our first kiss on the crest of Spiral Hill, the same place where we now stand, hand in hand. The mayor's face spins back around to reveal his wide, toothy grin, his black window bow tie eerily shining in the moonlight. And he announces Jack and me as husband and wife, voice bellowing over the crowd. Jack leans forward, eyes damp at the edges. And presses his grave, cold mouth to mine. And my seams feel like they're going to fray and burst, like they can't contain this swollen, chest-widening feeling rupturing through me, a feeling so strange and unknown and peculiar that it makes me dizzy, makes my head swim, my legs teeter. Jack and I are married. He wipes away the tears streaming down my cotton cheekbone to my chin and looks at me like his own chest is about to fracture. And for a moment, I'm certain they should just bury us both here at the center of the graveyard, married and dead on the same day, unable to contain the unspeakable, awful, wondrous emotion breaking against our eyelids. The dreadful residents of Halloween Town applaud, tossing tiny dwarf spiders at our feet as we leave the cemetery, and the warmth in my chest feels like bats shining for a way out of my ribcage, trying to break me apart. I am now Sally Skeleton, the Pumpkin Queen, and I'm certain I will never again be as happy as I am right now. Chapter 1. The evening skyline of Halloween Town is dotted with tiny pinholes of starlight, and across the town square, pumpkins glow a sinister copper orange from Jack's house atop Skull Hill. The town looks different, draped in long finger-like shadows. The air smells different too, like black licorice and raven wings and a little like pumpkin jam. Nothing like the foul stench of sodium chloride and rubbing alcohol. That permisses Dr. Frankenstein's lab, a place that was once my home, but also a prison. The memory of its charms inside me, intertwined with a feeling of stark relief that I would never again sleep inside that cold observatory, never lie awake alone in a narrow, moth-eaten bed, staring through a tiny window up at Jack's house, in the distance, daydreaming of living within its walls someday. It feels like a fairy tale from one of those happily ever after books where the princess storms the castle, slays the goblin dragon, and takes over the kingdom for herself. Except I am not golden hair or fine bones. I have no bones at all. I am a rag doll who married a skeleton king, a rag doll who woke from the impossible daydream and found herself in her own heroine story, a tale whose ending hasn't yet been written, but instead is only just beginning. I have the terrace overlooking the town. I leave the terrace overlooking the town and move back into the bedroom I now share with Jack, facing the tall spider webs, cracked mirror, leaning against the slanted wall. I run my fingers through my hair, pulling it forward over my shoulders, the scarlet strands so coffin straight. That they could never be curled or coffered or pinned up with bat bows. I press my palms against my patchwork dress, staring